Hey everyone, it's Angelina and we're gonna do another reading. Again, it's on love. I will soon do something on another subject because I feel drawn to that as well myself. But since I'm starting my Shortcut to Love challenge next week, a 5-day online challenge to manifest romantic love, I'm now actually completely in the mood of love. You know, I wrote this blog posting yesterday, love is in the air, and I really felt that way. And I'm not certain if it's if it's just the energies of the moment or the weather or whatever. It's just yeah, I really felt that way. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do another love reading. There's gonna be Dark Goddess cards and Romance Angels cards. That we're gonna look at what yeah, what you can manifest right now when it comes to love, and why that is. So what you still have to learn or change or whatever, and if what you should do more of, and what kind of relationship you can get then. So it's 4 cards or 5 cards per set. We have one on the left, and then so 1, 2, 3, and number 4. You can choose a key, you can choose a number, or just visual a set that jumps out. And so make your choice. Then I'm going to put the camera away in the stand, and so I can sit down. So there's 4 keys for keys to unlock new doors to new beginnings or new things or answers or whatever. I just like that. I sometimes like to use my keys. That one is actually a drum key to tune the skin from the toms, from the drum heads. I thought there might be a little extra information if you like that. I didn't select that. I just intuitively put them on the sets. So I have no idea whether it's going to resonate with the cards, but it might be interesting. Okay, if you haven't made a choice, then pause the video, because I am going to do that as well, and then I'm going to start the reading. Right, we have to do without the light. I had hoped it would kick in, but I think it's light enough. This is the numbers 1 who choose this key. Before we start, I do want to get quickly into telling you a bit more about my challenge that is starting next Monday, Monday the 18th of June. It's going to be a 5-day Shortcut to Love, it's called. You can find it on my website. I'll put the links in the description box. If you want to participate, it's about finding that wonderful love, that love of your life, being able to attract a better quality man or good quality man, or the soulmate that you want to, you know. So if you need help with that and you're ready for that, that's what my Shortcut to Love is all about. That maybe if you lack confidence, or you attract the wrong type of men time and again, and or maybe you're having difficulty finding dates at all. And in these 5 days, I can really help you to feel more confident, and I can give you these tools and insights, of course, but also tools that you can use yourself, and that bring about really bring about a shift in your love life, in yourself, provided you are ready for that, provided you are committed and eager to invest the time and effort in yourself to do that, you know, to do the work these 5 days. And yeah, so if that interests you, then check it out. It's just 5 days, but even in these 5 days, I can really help you to make a shift. You know, I've done it before, and it really works, as long as you are willing to go for it as well, because that's your part, what you bring into the mix. I can't do anything about that, right? Anyhow, we're gonna start the reading. This is the set for numbers 1, that key. Let's see the kind of relationship that you can attract right now. We have the Romance Angels, religious factors. And with that, Tiamat, the goddess Tiamat, control. And I feel that the moment, the way it is now, or has been for you, that in a relationship or in your love life, that control issues are actually, you know, not helping. And because this is, I don't feel that this is about religion. It can be, but doesn't have to be. I never take it to be about religion. I take it to be about different norms and values or belief systems. And for this reading, I feel it's more different beliefs or the way you want things done. That and because you are rather controlling, you get these clashes. And in that way, let's see if I can give an example. Like maybe if you have a partner, or you're seeing someone, and he's going out with his mates, then and you are okay with that. Not really, but okay, you can't stop it, so you pretend to be okay with it, at the very least. And but then you expect by 2 o'clock in the morning or at night, you expect him to come home, to be home again with you. You expect him to want to be with you again at 2 o'clock. But he doesn't come home. Half 2, still not home. 3 o'clock, not home. And then you get angry, you get upset, you whatever. And then he comes home, well, maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever. And you get, you throw a wobbler. That's also a form of wanting to control what he's doing, where he's going, what times he comes home. And yeah, that causes problems in a relationship. It can also be small things, like with this I feel, and I don't know why, I also feel that maybe you are a bit of a control freak when it comes to things in the house, with over the top cleanliness, or tidiness is better, I think. Not clean, tidiness. Like maybe when you have a pile of towels in the cupboard, they have to be absolutely, like straight. They have to be absolutely straight line. They have to be perfectly aligned. And if one towel happens to be a little bit, out of line, that really aggravates you, gets you upset. That stuff, that's sort of what I feel. Or if someone pours a cup of coffee on your, and they spill a drop on the worktop, and they don't clean it up, and then you get upset. It's something like that. I don't know why. Over the top tidiness. Really being a control freak with that. And then, yeah, that basically sucks the life out of life. You must be able to relax as well. It's okay to want things to be tidy and clean. And of course you need some sort of control in your life, in a relationship, etc., etc. But it shouldn't be over the top. It should be balanced. It should be more playful as well. And I feel there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. If you had a previous relationship, then you likely were treated badly by that person. Like you had no say, for instance, that is an option, that you had no say in how things went at all. I've been there myself as well. Then you can get that. Then you go from one extreme to the next, right? I didn't have a say at all. He decided where the towels lived and the cutlery, and even like the cutlery. That in the left thingy, in the left slot, there had to be the knives, and in the middle the spoons, and in the right the forks or whatever. And I wasn't even allowed to change that around. Well, to me, a kitchen is a woman's domain, right? I get to decide how I like things in my kitchen, and I didn't even have that control. I couldn't even decide how I wanted to fold the tea towels, because he didn't agree with it, and I couldn't even decide how I wanted the washing to be hung. Because he didn't agree with it. And that, if you then get out of such a relationship, then you get like, and now I am going to decide how I am going to do things. So in my kitchen drawer, the cutlery is the other way around, deliberately, because it's like, well, fuck you, now I get to decide that my knives live on the, I have to think now, on the left hand side, and you know, just the other way around, and he wanted me to do that. So I feel that something similar is behind that, maybe for you as well, like with a an ex-partner, that you didn't have any control, or they hurt you in different ways, were disrespectful towards you. And if you didn't have a previous partner, I feel a mother coming up, a mother who was like either like that too, like this controlling stuff, or she didn't allow you to have a say in anything. She was so authoritarian, is that the right word? I think so, that you did not have a say in anything whatsoever. So such a very controlling mother, if you didn't have a previous partner, if you don't have a previous partner. Right? And what you have, that's not going to help. That's really not going to help. It's not going to make you happy, because you cannot relax either this way and enjoy things, because in a way, if you're like this, you're constantly monitoring how things are being done in your relationship and in your home. And I feel that in the home is really strong with you, really strong. And you're constantly monitoring, and then commenting when you feel someone is doing something wrong or not the way you want it. And that means you can't relax either. You're always vigilant in that way. You're not having any fun. You can't have much fun. What you should do more of to change that around, then we get Hel. Hel is a Norse deity or goddess or archetype. And this is about basically cleaning the closet. Letting go of old stuff, just cleaning the closet. And if you look at it, you see these faces here in the background. I think that's all these voices in the back of your head, like maybe this ex-partner of yours or your mother nagging, like nang, 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 you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to do that, blah blah blah, whatever, or your own inner childhood wounding or whatever. That is just controlling you in a way, making you controlling. Yeah, making you like that, right? And you have to let go of that. So you have to sort of open the windows, clean, let some fresh air in, and get rid of all that stuff. And, you know, just have a look at what you're doing. And maybe it would help if you actually look at that and feel how you would feel if your partner did that to you. Because I think it did happen to you. I think it happened to you by either your mother or an ex-partner, and you didn't like it either. So then why do it to someone else? You know, and so yeah, you have to work on that. And this reading is too short. I can't go into that, you know, in great depth. But you have to work on that, so you can let go of these things. Yeah, nagging voices in the back of your head, yapping there, like and you might not even be aware of that. But you have to clean that out, clean the closet. What can you get then? What kind of relationship? Then we have keep an open mind and a new love. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, of course, if you are a bit of a controlling person, or having these fixed views and visions, then you might also have a fixed view and vision of what your partner should be like. And if you let go of that, then, you know, then maybe someone else can come in. And someone who actually is a really wonderful match. But it can't come in as long as you have these fixed views. And yeah, new love. So that's wonderful. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. If you are in a relationship, then this means that there will be a rekindling, or taking it to the next level or to deeper levels. It will enhance the feelings. You know, you might sort of fall in love again with each other if you actually do this, you know. And if you have a partner or you are seeing someone, you might want to open up to them about this. I think that in itself would help. If you are seeing someone, that would help. That will help tremendously. Open up about it. Open up about it, because I feel you're not doing that either. You're not really doing that. You're not being very open about your emotions and your feelings. And you have to do that. If you do this, if you talk to him and tell him that, geez, I now realize this, that, and the other, that I'm actually being really, you know, X, Y, Z, controlling or closed off, or I'm actually a bit scared because, you know, this, that, and the other happened to me in the past with my ex or with my mother, and I'm so scared that oh no, you don't have to use scared, but I really don't want that to happen to me again, you know, that I have, just be open up, tell him about these skeletons in the closet, these voices in the back of your head, and they will understand. That's, you know, they will understand. And that will help you tremendously, because then they can help you as well. When you go through that process, they can maybe make it more light-hearted and fun. Yep, that is very important. I'm getting my goosebumps again, head to toe. That always happens when I'm really onto something, when I'm hitting something. So this is, I feel for you, every one of you, this is important to do that. Whether you are now currently seeing someone in a relationship or not, if you're not yet, then, and you still notice this tendency in a relationship when you are seeing this person, when you meet someone, opening up, talking to them will help, you know, to deal with this. And then they will help you. They will make it more, help you to make it more light-hearted and fun, so you can actually let go easier and laugh about it, and, you know. Right, this got longer than I had intended. I hope it resonates anyway. So let me know if you are interested in my challenge, this 5-day mini course. Please check out the link to my website, read about it, and maybe I will see you there. And I'm going to move on to the number 2. Numbers 2, the ones who choose this little key. We have retreat. This is what you can get or attract or are in right now. I have focused mostly on singles, by the way, for this reading. So if you are in a relationship, it might just be a little bit off, maybe not, I don't know. And you get Persephone, which is basically what you are now, or what you still have to learn or change or whatever, that sort of thing. Basically what works against you, right? With the retreat card, I now feel with this that it's actually mostly like therapeutic relationships where you are constantly there for the other. You're helping them, you're listening to them, you're trying to help them to, you know, grow, evolve, heal. And also Persephone, she is like that. She is a Persephone is a woman that everyone tells their darkest secrets to, even when they don't really know her. She would be very good as a coach and a therapist and all that stuff, but it doesn't mean to say you have to play that role or should fulfill that role in a relationship. Preferably not. And she's also the type that is basically like a pleaser. She's not very assertive. She has difficulty with saying no to people. And she's very, 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 very sensitive. And she can pick up on people's feelings and emotions, even with strangers. That's why other people tell her their secrets and come to her for help. And because of this, you also... you are very sympathetic, tuned into other people's needs and their feelings, and that's why you find it so difficult to say no. So you need to have healthier, better boundaries. I wonder if you even have boundaries at all. And I feel you also see, because of your sensitive nature, you see the potential in people. And I feel that this is why you end up in relationships or attract men that are if they were their potential, they would be great, but they're not, and they likely will not become that potential. But you will still get involved with them because you see that potential, and then you start helping them to become that potential, and you start helping them, healing them, and they want that. That's why they fell for you. And then you get this therapeutic relationship, but ultimately that's not going to make you happy. What will likely happen is that he will heal, he will get better and more stable, more empowered, and then he'll bugger off and get involved with someone else and maybe get married within a few months and have a baby within a year or whatever. All the stuff that you likely wanted as well, but they never gave to you because you were basically just their therapist. And I even feel that here, this is a married, well, I see that this is a married couple, right? She's wearing a wedding dress, he's wearing this suit. But even here, they're retreating from the world. And it's as if, you know, this coaching where you go into the woods to talk. I feel that that is what's going on here. That even on your honeymoon, you know, or when on dates, they are now, you know, you're going places. You're going out together, but then they are still dumping their shit on you. You know, and I feel that that's how you are, and always have been. And then you are not going to be happy in your relationships, in your love life, and not with dating either. And you can see that too, because Persephone, she doesn't really look particularly happy. Not even if you do find a relationship and get involved with someone, you might have abundance. There's all this fruit here. That settee looks really quite expensive. And so does a dress. But she doesn't look happy. She's not fulfilled. She's not happy at all. And that's because you aren't happy. Because the only thing you're doing is making someone else happy all the time. And what you then should do to turn that around, we get Oya, deliverance, and this is an African deity, archetype, goddess. This is about letting go of limiting beliefs and patterns and things that you have been stuck in. And yeah, basically, Oya is the one who guards the first and the last breath of a soul. And she also then, when someone deceases, passes away, she also delivers the soul into the afterlife, so to speak. But she's also about the first breath when someone is born, so she delivers souls into the afterlife, but also souls into this life, right? And Persephone is also from the underworld, the afterlife, or whatever you want to call that. And I feel she can get you out of there. You have to really let go of these ruts and routines and learn to say no, become more assertive, become like a newborn, and let her help deliver you into this new life. Let that all be blown away. You know, you have to learn to see someone for who they really are, so you don't fall for their potential anymore, but for the person they truly really are, and learn to see that if they only come to you for help, in a way, if that's what you end up doing again, right, helping someone, you have to learn to stop doing that. You have to learn to stop doing that. And you can do that. I know that because I've done that myself as well. I used to always be like this myself in the past, you know, wanting to help, and at some point I began to see that pattern, and I've learned to not do that anymore. It's like, okay, I will support a partner, but supporting a partner is completely different from actually wanting to heal them, becoming their therapist. You know, if they need a therapist, then please go see a therapist. I will now tell them, well, okay, then just go and see a therapist. Find a therapist, because I think it would really help you. That's also supporting someone. You must be careful, you know, that you don't become someone's therapist again. Learn to say no. Have healthy boundaries. Create boundaries. So that's what. And what will you get if you learn to do that? Then you will get this: the playfulness and the honeymoon. Then you get a relationship that is more equal. You're not being used, so to speak, as a therapist anymore. You're going to be equal. You're sitting side by side. It's a divine relationship, because the gondolier has these wings. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be just happy, blissful, and very playful as well, because you do not need to carry the other person anymore. Then your playful side can basically be delivered, be born, be delivered. Your playful side. I don't think you ever had a chance to be playful and just have fun. Not really, because you always had to carry the other person. And in a way you do that yourself. You can't blame other people for that. You basically offer that, and even just energetically you offer that, and you went with it and you allowed it to happen. So, but then if you can change that around, you can become far more playful and have far more fun, and it's equal. I really feel this equality, that they are as invested in you as you are in them, without them needing you to be their therapist. They can stand on their own 2 feet, or they will find a therapist if they feel they need one, right? And that is not you. They don't want you to be their therapist. They want you to be their wife or their partner. I do feel wife. I do feel a marriage for you, if you can sort this out, right? So then you will really get this to recapture romance and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You will get to that. So you can leave it all behind and you can become really happy. Right, then we're going to move on right away to the numbers 3. Might be running out of time again. I don't want a second recording. The drum key. What you have now, you're ready to be calling in your soulmate, but there's still some stuff going on. Maeve, determination. In a way, you can call in your soulmate, you're ready for that. But Maeve actually says that you have all the tools, you can do it, but you are not doing anything much. You basically allow or let other people just do all the work, and right, and you're not, yeah, you're basically just sitting back, not doing anything much towards it, and allowing other people to run the show, so to speak. And that's not because you cannot do it. You can. You absolutely can. You're just not doing it. And that's what's basically blocking this soulmate connection from coming in. You have to become more active in that area. There was also something about health. Hang about, I have to check that out. Oh right, yeah, I got it. That's because I looked at, just, I'm not certain if you can see it, look at her skin of her face. It's a bit spotty. I'd never seen that before, but this is an Irish archetypal leader, and she was called, her name means intoxicated woman, because she was associated with substances such as mead and mind-altering herbs. And then I suddenly noticed these spots on her face. I don't know why they are there, if that was done deliberately, but I feel that you're not really taking good care of yourself at all. Maybe you are indeed indulging too much, using alcohol, or maybe indeed even substances like maybe joints or whatever. But this again, this says that you do have all the abilities and stuff to decide for yourself, but you have just been determined to let other people take the lead. And just sitting on the fence and following following the lead of other people, following along with the herd. And you've allowed too many others to tell you what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and what to think about, whatever. And that's why this cannot manifest at the moment. You're ready for it. It's ready. It's waiting for you. This soulmate relationship is waiting for you, but not as long as you are in this energy. So you have to change that. You have to really now take control of your own life again, and do things again. They're like, how do you say that here? Yeah, awaken your zest for life. your drive for the joys of physical interaction, your determination to once again become the shining light and the life and soul of the party. So I feel in a way something has happened that sort of, well, robbed you of that zest of life, for life. You know, maybe you've been hurt by an ex and that's still lingering in your system, and then you have to work on that. You know, you have to, it's time to stand up and live again. Yeah, and cut the crap when it comes to not eating healthy, or maybe drinking too much, smoking too much, or maybe indeed just drugs or whatever. Just cut that crap. It's just not doing you any good. It's affecting your health. If you are doing that, if you're not doing that, then it might be that you need to eat more healthily and look after your body again more, right? Like maybe you need to start going to the gym, start walking or cycling, whatever. Take care of your body. But this is also what she says what you should do. Is Uzume is a Japanese archetypal deity. Persuasion. Well, look at her. Look at the difference. This woman is also powerful. Like Maeve is also strong. She's powerful. Right? She's a warrior. This woman is also very powerful. She's very strong, but she's very, very feminine as well. And she doesn't need the shielding, the armor. I mean, shielding. Maybe you have been doing that. She doesn't have any armor. She does take very, very good care of her body. Look at the makeup and all these. Yeah, what do you call that? Tattoos, henna tattoos, maybe, whatever. But she is pretty, she's beautiful, she's feminine, she knows her strength, she knows her power. She's very, very strong, very, very strong. And she has the art of persuasion, but I feel for this is also, she can use dance and song and all these wonderful, joyful things of life to fulfill her own needs. And she can also help other people with that, because she was the one who got the Japanese goddess Amaterasu out of a serious depression with her singing and dancing and you know, stuff like that. And just look up that story if it interests you. And so you are strong, but you're not doing anything much. You're basically not taking care of yourself very well. Look at that. She also has these tattoos. I'm just seeing that now. Huh. Both have these tattoos. Anyhow, and she does take care of herself really, really well. And she's still strong. But this is far more feminine, far more softer, even though she's strong. And that's what you have to do. What can you get then? Because you are ready for the soulmate connection. Well, then, logically speaking, we have beautiful cards here as well. The romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and the other will feel that way as well. And the reconciliation can mean that, well, you could come back with an ex. That is possible. If not, then it's that you're tying up loose ends with, you know, some unfinished business. That could be with an ex-partner. Can also be with something else that has been lingering or is still lingering in your system, like family, friends, whatever, something unfinished business. I do feel for most of you this will have to do with an ex energy, with an ex that is still in your system that you have to let go of, and that made you, like me, made you be, you know, give away the control of over your life, even though you can easily take it. Just cut the crap, cut that crap. You know, write a letter of forgiveness or whatever. Just let go. Are you ready to let go as well? I feel that very good, very, very, not very good. That's a stupid. I can just feel that you are ready with it. For some reason or other, you weren't even aware. Maybe because you were just sulking too much or something. You're ready. Just let it go, and then you can get that. You can get the soulmate relationship and the romantic feelings. That, you know, wonderful. Moving on to the numbers 4. Please let me know if this resonated with you, because I'd like to know. Right. Thank you for watching. And then we have the numbers 4 who chose that tiny little key. Let's see. Release your ex. This is what you is influencing your love life right now, right? If you were to find love now, or the situation you're in right now. So there is still negative energy, or painful energy, whatever, that's also negative, by the way, energy in your system, and that has to do with an ex. And you have to release that. It's time to let go of that. And then we have the Morrigan. Wow. I love that goddess. I've worked with the Morrigan for about a year, I think, some 10 years ago. Very serious energy. Do not underestimate the Morrigan. You do not want to fool around with that woman, with that goddess. Yeah, that was actually the first time that I've seriously felt the energies of a goddess. And it's like, whoa, you do not know what you're up against. Yeah, you do not want to get into an argument with that woman. Seriously, trust me, you do not. Anyhow, she is a Celtic, well, basically always seen as a warrior goddess. There is different aspects to her as well that I prefer working with, but mostly she's portrayed as a Celtic goddess of death and war, and what, you know, a warrior, and she's portrayed like that on this card too. Sovereignty is the caption. I feel that this is how you are being perceived, and how this is not just how you are being perceived, this is also how you are behaving because of this what happened with an ex. And it's well, you've turned into this warrior, you know, you're basically eating them alive. You know, people then approach you because they get their head bitten off when they come too close. You know, how is a man going to feel if you're standing in front of him or coming towards him, because she's not standing still, she's moving. If you are coming towards him looking like that, feeling like that, energetically feeling like that, well, they're gonna do a runner, you know? And that's what's affecting your love life. So if it's not working out, if you're having problems finding someone, and maybe you can't even get a date, well, that's why. That's why. You're coming on so strong, so defensive, so don't say a word or don't lift a finger, and because I'm gonna freaking eat you alive. You're scaring them off. You're scaring them off. Yeah. You're too much of it in this warrior energy, conflict, warrior energy. And that's basically because you are not dealing with this stuff that happened to you from your ex. You're suppressing it. You're not dealing with it. You have to deal with it. So then you can become like this, because this is what you have to do. And I have to check my time. Okay, we're gonna make that. Yes. This is what you have to do. You have to be more like Inanna. This is feminine, seductive, feminine, approachable. She's still strong. Inanna is still very strong. But she's, yeah, well, you can see that for yourself, right? I don't have to explain. Look at that. Look at the difference. Inanna and the Morrigan. Both very powerful. But men are, they might still be overwhelmed by this. But this will really, wow, you know? They'd want to be with this woman. Really, you would bedazzle them, you know? This beautiful, gorgeous woman. So feminine. And so confident about her body as well. Knowing how to use her body. Look how different that is. This would scare the crap out of me too. Yeah. And this is still a very powerful, very strong woman, but it's different. It's so feminine, so, yeah, well, bedazzling. It's just wonderful, and that's what you have to become more. You know, you have to work on that stuff from your ex, whatever is still in your system. And I feel that for a number of you, that is something that happened quite a long time ago with that ex, that energy. I feel that maybe for some of you even this is not even from your adult life. Something that not from a partner, But maybe like when you were, for instance, 13 or 14 and something at school that happened, or some comment the popular guy in the class made about you, or someone saying stuff like, oh, you will never get a boyfriend, you're not attractive, or, you know, like from a girl even, right? As a girl. Girls can be so mean. Girls can be so mean. Women as well, by the way, adult women, but girls as well, even at the age of 5 or 6, they can be so cruel, absolutely cruel. And I feel for a number of you, this has to do with that. So it could be that you never had an ex, that you never had a relationship, so you don't have an ex yet, but then there's still something in your system that has to do with your femininity, your sense of femininity, you feeling worthy and deserving and of love. Yeah, I have to now quickly move on because I am running out of time. If you do that, what you can get is express your love and give your relationship a chance. So then you will be able to give and receive, and you will be able to open up. This woman is actually expressing her love to him, so she is now reaching out, opening up, and she's receiving, because he seems to be more giving to her in this situation. So give it a chance, you know. Work on your partnerships, work on your love life, if there is such a thing going on. But this is what you will get if you work on it. That you will be able to give and you will be able to receive, you will be able to open up. And that's good, because then you are out of this energy. This defensive, hostile, almost hostile energy. Start believing in yourself. You're not believing in yourself, in your own worth, your own beauty and deservedness. And she is. You have to be like that. So start working on that. Start working on that. It's going to take some time. I feel that it's going to take some time for many of you. Right? I hope that was helpful and resonates. Please let me know if you're interested in my shortcut to love challenge to help you with this, to learn to open up and receive, etc., etc. Then please check out the link. It's going to be in the description box. That will take you to my website where you can read all about it. And, well, maybe sign up, and I hope to be seeing you there on the inside, because I can really help you just in these 5 days. Trust me, I can. Thank you for watching, and let me know how it resonated, and see you soon with another reading. Bye-bye.